Usually, when I hear the term seasoned, it usually means old, but I'll take it as a compliment from you.
It's great to have you on the show, James. Hey, everybody, I'm Shashank, and welcome to the second season of Data Bytes. Data Bytes is a talk show that focuses on exploring unique and innovative ways modern day technology companies are using to craft robust solutions for their clients. In the series, we will talk to a lot of consultants, opinion leaders, and leadership of various companies and understand how they are leveraging the technological developments to ensure that a client's business is always a success. In this season, I'll be accompanied by Arvind, who is the MD and CEO at Visvero, and together we'll be talking to different consultants, understanding their story, and bringing those insights to you. Hey, Arvind, how are you doing?
Hey Shashank, good afternoon. It's great to be back. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well, Arvind. In fact, after the success of season one, I think this was warranted already. So, before we begin, Arvind, could you briefly introduce the company for the people who haven't heard the name Vespero, and then we can continue from there.
Great. So for those of us who are just joining us, brand new, Vispero is a technology consulting services company. So really, what we help clients do is integrate various data sources in their environment, and then use that data for monetizing opportunities, whether those are in decision making areas or whether those are in futuristic technologies. We hear a lot about AI applications right now. So that would be another area of extension, or just really to streamline their operation. So that's what we do. Um, Great to be back again.
Nice. So, do you have any idea who we have as a guest with us today?
No.
Oh, perfect. So that makes it even more exciting. So today we have with us a seasoned enterprise data architect. Our guest has extensive experience in strategic data solutions, architecture, and integration for a variety of organizations. Without further ado, I'd like to welcome James High. Hey,
Oh,
James.
Hey, James.
well, when I hear the term seasoned, it usually means old, but I'll take it as a compliment from you.
It's great to have you on the show, James. And with this, we'll be kicking off our second season. So before we dive into the world of data, let's get to know you a bit. How did you find yourself working in this field, James?
Well, grew up in Louisville, Kentucky. When I got out of grad school, I went to undergrad, University of Louisville, and then I went to Louisville Law School. Uh, Law wasn't for me, so then I went to Carnegie Mellon and got a degree in
Yes.
public policy. Um, it seems like consulting found me. I remember at the time, the corporations that came to CMU that were interested in me were companies around consulting, and evidently I have the ability to project myself. And I was already in technology. I was trying to get I was in the information management portion
Okay.
the public policy school. A lot of things at Carnegie Mellon are centered around the technology. So after a while, I had a few interviews and I talked to a professor and he said, data. And this was somebody at software engineering. I said, what do you mean by data? He's like, computer does one thing. It stores data, it processes it. What else does it do? And I was like, right. He says, as long as you're in the middle where the data is, you're going to be successful. And he's right, because if you think about gold mining, it wasn't the gold miners, data scientists or data mining people that made their fortunes. It was the people who supplied the gold. It would be me. It would be Levi Strauss, the guy who invented blue jeans, made a fortune off of gold miners and things like that. So you'll see that the actual data is the most important thing. And then I've made my career centered around data and helping customers with data for about 25 years,
Wow.
25 seasoned years.
Thank you for the added note. I mean, that's indeed a fascinating journey, James. And when you're not navigating the complexities of data, How do you like to spend your time?
My pastimes, I would say, are I work out about 6 days a week. There's things you can work on. Your body and your mind are those two of those things, and your spirit and your character, those four right there. So love spending time with family. Love pro football and college. Restaurants. I love to eat. Thus is the reason why I work out so much, because I do love to eat. I love to cook, and I also like to hike. Um, the one thing that's going on in our industry is, for the longest period of time, and Arvin can tell you, data structures and things have been consistent, and then 2000, from 1990 up until the advent of big data, which turned everything around, and you had to learn something new every day.
Yeah.
So since that advent of, Hadoop and things like that, of course, there's AI and other things. I've tried to make sure that I constantly learn something new, or better understand what I already know.
Wow, that's impressive. So let's shift gears and talk about data that you love so much. So if we talk specifically about data architecture, for our listeners who may not be familiar, can you give a brief overview of what, for instance, data warehousing is? What is its role in the modern architecture? How does it all like scale up and add to the complexity and things around data?
Well, I'll put it this way: when I try to tell people I'm in data architecture, uh, my kids still don't understand what I do. So I have this one paragraph that kind of explains it. Data architecture refers to the design, structure, and organization of data within an information system across multiple systems. It encompasses the processes, policy standards, and technologies that are used to manage data assets effectively throughout their life cycle, from creation, storage, retrieval, and usage. Some of the pieces of that big pie, as you heard, are data sourcing, data storage, data modeling, data integration, data governance, data security, scalability, and data access and delivery. Uh, Data warehousing is one of the different approaches that you can use to deliver. It's one of the many architectures that you can use to deliver whatever you're looking at. Data architectures are only sufficient in that there's sometimes a situation in consulting where people are like, build it and they will come,
Yeah.
or a solution looking for a problem. Data warehousing is not the best solution for transactional systems. Maybe supplying them master data management, master data or something like that, or metadata, yes. So as consultants, I think that we agree that we should be creating a system that meets a list of what the customer's requirements are, that help them, and then identify, is that going to provide value? If it does not provide value, then maybe not maybe that's not the right investment. Um, Maybe you have a 1 gig data warehouse that has no need to be in the cloud. So those are honest, direct conversations, are usually what a good consultant will do. And then marrying the understanding that um, consulting should be in data architecture. It's a combination of people, process, and technology. And what you find out a lot of times, people and technology are secondary to process.
Yeah.
If you're a claims department, your process is claims. Technology and people need to fit around that. And I
Sure.
think that we can agree that's the one thing that consulting firms always miss. Process is king, at least for the most part.